This show is brought to you by Safety FM.
I was recently asked about how would you define the new view of safety? And I think there are two parts of that conversation. There's the role of the system and the role of the people who are exposed to that risk in their everyday work. To me, the new view is about the system and the people who do the work to have that adaptive capacity to keep pace and learn from the changing needs and demands of operational work. The new view is about the organisation providing, guiding and supporting that environment to embrace capacity and operational learning that occurs in everyday work. The new view treats the person who does the work as the expert and the knowledge holder of that everyday work. And by us simply better understanding and learning about how that everyday work goes right, we can apply those learnings to support a system of continuous improvement and resilience. For accidents and events, the shift in the system is moving from a deficit model of how the worker failed the system to a learning model of how did the system support the worker to be successful. From a risk management perspective, it is only the worker who is exposed to the harm of residual risk. Whatever defences, barriers, controls or mitigations that we as the organisation put in place, there will always be residual risk. If the consequence of that residual risk is harm, it is then only the worker who faces that negative outcome. The role of us as safety professionals are to be the enabler and facilitator of operational learning. The biggest challenge I see with safety professionals is the shift from being the expert or knowledge holder, thus becoming reliant on those technical skills, to becoming the enabler and facilitator that requires soft skills in such areas as communication, collaboration, facilitation, reflection and critical thinking. Part of being an enabler with a new view is to recognise and understand the value that your current systems have and how the system can be enhanced and improved with the new view. One of those challenges is to better understand when our safety systems are a valued or a non-valued activity at both an organisational level and worker level. For example, compliance by its nature is a non-valued activity, but it is something that we have to do, not something we want to do. The new view of safety, and in particular learning teams, gives visibility and transparency to those valued and non-valued activities. This creates the opportunity to change that non-valued activity to being valued at both the organisation and worker level, and more importantly, if the system, process or procedures is not of value and is not required for compliance, then we should identify that as waste. If the item is waste, you simply have the choice to improve or remove.